What is going on YouTube? I'm shooting a video right now that I'm really upset and frustrated about my ZR2. I've had the vehicle about 2 months, and you guys saw my latest video where I took a little voyage out in the snow. Nothing heavy. I'm not really big on driving the truck aggressively or anything like that because it's really my showpiece. It's an extension of me. So I'm all about taking care of vehicles that I purchase, especially something that I really admire, something I really wanted, which was that ZR2. And it's in the shop. It's in the shop, and it's been in the shop for the last few days. That's why you haven't seen any videos from me or any updates on anything. It's been in the shop because I started hearing some squeaking noise coming from the engine in front of the vehicle. So I took it in the first time. They told me it was a loose belt probably, and they went in and tightened the belt up, and they told me, hey, if you hear anything again coming from the engine, record it and let me know, and we'll do further inspection on it. But this is our first attempt to try to resolve the problem. Vehicle was driving fine. I saw no issues with it, but again, on the cold start is when I would hear it squeak. So of course I did some research and I recorded it, as far as shot a little video so my service provider could hear it, and he did just that. He listened to it and he told me, hey, we're going to bring this vehicle in, we'll put you in a loaner, this is what I'm videoing right now, the loaner vehicle that they gave me. It's a GMC product rather. And so they put me in this. So for the last 2 days they've had my vehicle. And as you know, we all have the app, whether it's a Chevy app or it's a GMC app, that basically tell us when there's service needed, if there's recalls on the vehicles, and also it lets us know where the hell our vehicle is at any given time, and it gives us live updates on it. So needless to say, I've been watching the vehicle because I really want the vehicle here, not because of content, but because I really enjoy driving the vehicle. It's my daily driver. My kids are in there with me, so I have less than 3,000 miles. I think I got right around 2,700 miles on the vehicle, and I just really wanted my vehicle back. So I went on there today and noticed that they finally pulled it in their engine bay or their garage or their service area to start looking at the vehicle. So they started looking at the vehicle around 8 o'clock this morning, which was cool. I'm like, okay, this is awesome. They've started to look at it, and I should be getting it back, no later than 4 o'clock today. I'm thinking, it's going to be a quick, easy turnaround. It's a brand new vehicle, no biggie. But then a part of me thought about the Silverado I had. It was a 2025 Silverado, and I'm like, it's no way humanly possible I'll be going through this again with Chevy. No way humanly possible. So my service provider was off today, and they linked me up to another service provider, which again, I had to call them. They did not reach out to me to make me aware of the status of my vehicle. So I reached out to them. They linked me up with another service provider that was kind of handling my guy's stuff while he was out, and she let me know, hey, we got your vehicle in the service bay right now, which was a lie because again, I know where the vehicle was for the last hour and a half because again, I've been tracking the vehicle. So I knew it was sitting out in the parking lot. And she gave me this whole spiel of, oh, it's in the service bay and they're looking at it now. And we've contacted this person and that person because you're going to need a brand new engine, but it's going to have 0 miles on it. But you're going to need a new engine because we found metal shavings or some sparkly stuff in your engine oil, and this is going on with this arm or this whatever. And at this point, I'm blanking out. I'm like, it's no way in hell, less than 3,000 miles, that I should be needing a new engine. Well, apparently I was wrong because I need a new engine. Of course, they couldn't give me any details on how long it was going to take for me to get the new engine. Only thing they could tell me was, you need a new engine. That was just period, point blank. So in my mind, this is going to be a lemon, and this is my last going around with Chevy because the ZR2, that's the only reason why I stuck with them. I really wanted my ZR2 back, my 2024 Black Brother, the one who started this channel with me. It was a wonderful vehicle, and I'm still kicking myself on that one. Had that vehicle for about 8 or 9 months. It was amazing. and that's why I wanted the ZR2, especially in the Summit white color, my favorite color of all. And if you guys have seen previous videos, you see me talk about that ZR2 all the time, and also about vehicles when I on my own Chevy lot, talking about white, that Summit white being my favorite color. But neither here nor there. It's in the shop, and they can't give me a time, even after calling GM and speaking to their service rep there. They couldn't give me a time on if the engine, the 2.7 turbo, is on back order or whatever the status is, until the dealership that actually I purchased the vehicle from, as far as their service department, put in the information and saying exactly if it is on back order, how long it would take. So of course I've been researching the lemon law, because it's like it's nobody humanly possible they're going to stick me with this one again. I can't go through it again. I thought there was something that I got past as far as vehicle issues, because I know I was going back to something dependable, which is that ZR2, that 2.7, which they've not had a lot of issues out of, at least from what I researched when I first purchased the vehicle. But maybe I overlooked something, but they're telling me it needs a brand new engine, and that's just the first thing that they've noticed. It could be possibly other things. They could be possibly a 10-week turnaround before the engine even is delivered. So I'm looking at different options, and I know this is brand new to me. I just found out maybe an hour and a half ago, but I'm not happy. I'm very much not happy. I'm driving a loaner vehicle that they've given me, and of course they told me, oh, you can keep it as long as you need. Of course I can. I don't have a vehicle right now that I'm paying a car payment on, that I just purchased, that I just mod the hell out of, that I don't have in my possession right now. So guys, this is just part one. Part two is going to be me going to the dealership on Monday. This is a Friday. I'll be going to the dealership on Monday because of some things I need in the vehicle, like my daughter's Taekwondo gear and some other things that I need for work. So I'll be going there first thing on Monday to achieve those things. I may even go this weekend, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think I need a moment to calm down before I go and get in contact with anybody as far as further communication about the vehicle. So guys, I will keep you updated on this, but 2,700 miles, and it's already needing a new engine. This kind of makes me think about what the Toyota guys or the Tundra guys that went through about a year or so ago, if not longer than that, about the engine having metal flakes in it and having to replace an engine on a brand new truck. And now I'm fitting in that category. So guys that are Toyota guys, I know how you feel, because it appears right now that no car brand is foolproof. None of them are. That's Toyota, that's Ford, that's of course GM, Chevy, Ram, you name it. Nobody is putting out vehicles that we can depend on anymore. So I'm not very happy right now. Definitely because that was next to the Bison version. This is like top of the line vehicle for me, like my dream vehicle. So guys, that's it for me ranting, but I will shoot a part two of this, and that's me at the Chevy dealership and kind of viewing the truck and speaking to my advisor and get a better understanding of what is going on and what's the next step, and if they are talking about, or they're going to have to replace the engine, how long it's going to take before the part gets here, or even if it's on back order. But I will give you guys a shot by shot or a video by video about that process. But I definitely wanted to shoot this thing because you guys have seen my videos in the past. I've been like all about GMC product or GM products, the Chevy product. I rant and rave about my Colorado. I just shot that one and shot multiple ones about, hey, how well it's driving, how much I'm enjoying this thing. So this is a stunner for me. So guys, I will be back in a couple of days, but as always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.